Hello and welcome to AB in Focus. I'm delighted to be joined today by Anas Jwaied, the VP of Emerging Markets for Micro Focus. Anas, thank you for joining me and welcome to the show.
Thank you, Matt. Thanks for having me on this show.
So to start with, I suppose this is a pretty broad question here. You deal with many countries around the world, looking beyond the Middle East and this region. You have Eastern Europe, Israel, Russia, CIS and Brazil. Do you feel companies have aligned with the rapid pace of IT and digitalization?
You know, during and after the pandemic, flexibility and adaptability were key to any organization's success, while needs continued to change, but on a much faster pace. If you think of remote working, the entire workforce shifted to remote work at one point, then transitioned to flexi remote work model as things eased down, but then, and on multiple times, back to remote work. And this was all enabled and made possible by IT. And of course, video conferencing applications like Zoom and Microsoft Teams were incremental and again accelerated by the advances in technology. IT has been crucial in addressing the changing needs of both employees and customers while supporting business continuity and agility. And it became a fact that an organization's ability to remain agile has been the deciding factor between success during the pandemic and failure. Ultimately, organizations will need to achieve their full information-centric potential, leveraging the available cloud-based collaboration and data management tools. Only the implementation of emerging technologies can guarantee data access and relevant applications in a remote setting with cost and time efficiency.
Thank you for that. So recently, if I remember correctly, you were actually ranked as one of Arabian Business's top 100 most influential Arabs. How do you feel rankings like these help organizations and help organizations manage better?
For me, this is a recognition for the roles I played in the different jobs I have done during my career, and the recognition to those companies and technology innovators who contributed to advancing the lives and economies of the Arab world. I owe this to Micro Focus, my current employer, and Hewlett-Packard Enterprise, my previous employer, who gave me the opportunity to make a difference. Again, I'm really privileged to share this space with industry peers and leaders who are icons and brands in their own right. They have done such incredible work for this region. I am so grateful to be named one of such an incredible crowd of leaders. Each of them is a true inspiration and force to reckon with. My heartiest congratulations to all for having made such profound and valuable contribution to the Arab community and region. You know, technology has played a vital role in connecting the world as one community, and I'm proud to make my contributions to this sector. It is my sincere aspiration that we continue to grow this sector, to remove all other boundaries. This one thread has kept the hopes and faith of one and all intact when the world is fighting issues like the COVID-19 pandemic and war zones. It is technology that has helped each nation and community to face these tough times and emerge victorious. The Arab nations have been very resilient in such times and have paved the way for sustainable growth.
Thank you. So tell me, what are the key trends in IT that will persist in organizations post-pandemic and into the future towards 2030?
According to a study by Deloitte, some of the specific themes we see playing a foundational role in 2022 and beyond include taking cloud and everything as a service to the next level. As more companies embrace cloud and service-based IT to thrive innovation and transformation, and as a service providers multiply, more work will be needed to manage the technical and operational complexities of hybrid multi-cloud approaches. Another trend is around creating the supply chain of the future. As technology companies continue to recover from the pandemic, induced supply chain disruptions, they will start proactively preparing for future uncertainties and other systematic risks. To do it, they will build systems with better visibility and resiliency. One more trend is about leading the charge to create a sustainable future. Although the tech industry is working to address critical sustainability issues, Growing pressure from stakeholders and potential changes to environmental, social, and governance reporting tools will ignite tech companies to increase their focus on reducing and reversing environmental impact. McKinsey reported that AI is one of the biggest tech trends. We are still in the early days of the development of AI, but as the technology becomes more sophisticated, it will be applied to further develop tech-based tools such as training machines to recognize patterns, then act upon what it has detected. Process automation and virtualization is another trend. Around half of all existing war activities could be automated in the next few decades, as next-level process automation and virtualization become more commonplace. McKinsey predicts that by 2025, more than 50 billion devices will be connected to the industrial Internet of Things. Robots, automation, 3D printing, and more will generate around 80 zettabytes of data per year.
Thank you very much. But a broad question for you now. Tell me, what is the future of connectivity?
In terms of digital transformation, I think we will continue to see businesses in the region rely more and more on software-defined services and infrastructure. Businesses will continue to focus on digital transformation and cloud adoption to enable faster business analytics, support internal processes, and accelerate time to market of their services. We all know that cloud adoption has traditionally been slow in the Middle East. With tight budgets and a competitive market, businesses in the MENA region have woken up to the fact that they must adopt scalable solutions to remain both agile and relevant. In fact, Gartner predicts that spending on SaaS cloud services in 2022 will reach $145 billion, making it one of the fastest growing segments in the industry. I think we will see regional businesses turn to SaaS so they can quickly implement services like AI-powered security, machine learning, and automation within their budgets. McKinsey documented that faster digital connections powered by 5G and IoT have the potential to unlock economic activities. So much so that implementing faster connections in mobility, healthcare, manufacturing, and retail could increase global GDP by $1.2 to $2 trillion by 2030. 5G and IoT will be one of the most watched tech trends for the next decade.
Speaking to one role in particular, tell me, what is the role of a CIO in digital transformation?
While the role of the CIO has always been critical for business, I believe the past 2 years of accelerated digital transformation have really elevated this position. Because much of the transformation necessary to support business continuity was reliant on technology. More and more, we are seeing CIOs play a role in determining overall business strategy. This means that CIOs are now part of the strategy conversation early on, rather than being consulted only for implementing after the fact. Simply put, CIOs have a seat at the table, and now businesses rely more heavily on the CIO to determine what is and what is not possible for long-term and short-term strategic planning. According to a study by Deloitte, at the start of 2022, many of these issues remain front and center for technology companies, with one important difference. Leaders now have an opportunity to address these challenges more deliberately and purposefully. Instead of managing an immediate crisis, they can lay solid foundations for future innovation and growth.
Okay, finally, IT, a big topic, sometimes complex. Tell me, how can businesses help simplify their IT transformation, and what changes are required for us to reach that stage?
IT transformation can seem like a daunting task with a long roadmap. However, the good news is that it is becoming both easier and more affordable. Organizations no longer need to completely rip and replace infrastructure to enjoy the flexibility and scalability of a modern IT infrastructure. Instead, we are seeing businesses turn to cloud and software as a service to meet changing demands and increase their flexibility without breaking budgets. We all know that SaaS began with a limited offering of core engineering and sales applications. But now, cloud-hosted applications continue to expand into every territory. Interest in scalable cloud solutions has encouraged innovators, entrepreneurs, and enterprises to develop new SaaS solutions, and businesses are quickly discovering new ways to support operations across the business through subscription-based pricing models. SaaS solutions enable customers to get up and running quickly through fast provisioning and the assurance of always staying current with the latest releases and upgrades. SaaS solutions have become particularly attractive in these uncertain economies as businesses can quickly adjust consumption by paying for what's needed when it's needed.
Well, and with that, Anas, thank you very much for joining us today. I appreciate you taking the time, and hopefully we can have you back here soon enough.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me again. Pleasure talking to you.
Excellent. Thank you very much again.
Thanks.